We descend, feel love, we defy, we defy, we defy, we defy.
Hello and welcome back to Russ Plays Games. My name is Russ, and as you can see, we are sitting in front of my adapted tabletop. And today we are back playing Quest 3 from Act 1 of Sword and Sorcery Ancient Chronicles, known as Blood and Sand. When we left off on the previous part, we had spawned here in this back room, okay, and we were captured by some cursed elves and forced to play in some gladiatorial games. We went through this door, which moved from here back to here, and then we came out here, and we had all these like quest shadow tokens that got revealed. We had a tyrant lizard, which we killed. We have a hobgremlin here, a serpent here. We've got most of our people here, and we have a gladiator that is fighting with us. That gladiator is Proximo. We saved his life. His brothers were excited about that, so they were like, heck yes, you guys are awesome, keep it up. We also just had night happen. And so, yeah, we were actually doing some normal stuff. And so, yeah, so Proximo right over here, this is the fighter right there. And then we have some other things going on. Jean is engaged in combat with this guy here. She stunned him, and this hobgremlin is this hobgremlin here with the shield, and we're currently trying to kick his buns. And when we last finished, Tristan attacked him, and so did the fighter. And so anyway, we're going to jump back in and continue moving forward. So on this next one, we will have Dharma activate, and he is going to attack. So he gets 2 red and 1 blue. Okay, and he's going to attack that hobgremlin. Okay. And it looks like we scored 2 hits plus a shield. Now, what's interesting is that Dharma has a special ability. Okay. He gives bleed 1. Okay. So if he attacks the person, then it gives you a bleed effect. Okay. And so basically, and then he also has this thing. So we have 2 lightning bolts. So we are going to activate his onfall. Now, onfall says, when triggered, if Artemis is in the same area as Dharma, Artemis may perform an extra weapon attack against one enemy. So that means that after we get done resolving Dharma's attack here, he actually gets to do that. Now, this guy, okay, is not going to take any damage because his any pierce attacks get -1, and then he has 1 defense. So that's actually going to negate the 2 hits that we got, okay? Which is fine, not a big deal. But that means that with Artemis now, okay, we are going to be able to attack twice because Dharma gives us an extra attack. So we're going to resolve the first attack. Okay, so we will have her attack him first. Okay, so she scores 2 hits, and this is a slashing weapon, so he's actually going to take 1 damage. Okay, so that means that we take 1 and we place it on there. Okay, well, actually, before we take the damage, actually what we have to do is we have to roll, and he actually defends it. Okay, so that means that he defends that 1 damage. Okay, so now she's going to attack him again. Okay, and she got 2 lightning bolts, so I can re-roll a hit die. So I'm going to re-roll this gremlin die. Okay, I scored 1 hit, and so that will be defended. So we won't even need to roll because that's just defended. Okay, so in actuality, we didn't actually do much damage to him. Okay. So that will be Artemis's turn, okay, and Dharma's as well. Now, Mist will go ahead and attack. She has a knife, and she also has the Wand of Darts, but she's just going to attack with the knife, okay? And the reason why we're attacking with the knife is because she has Lethal 2. Lethal 2 ignores armor, okay? So if we can roll at least 1 lightning bolt, then we have a good chance of actually doing it, and we didn't do anything. So, that sucked. Okay. So, that's hers. And now, Jean will go. So, Jean has her mace, and she's going to go ahead and attack. She attacks with 1 red and 3 blue. And so, we will... Dad, burn it. Come here, you. All right. And so, there's no stars, it's only lightning bolts, but we got 2 hits on that, okay? We had no lightning bolts, so that actually hits for 1 damage, okay? And now, we are going to... Okay, and now what we are going to do is we are going to activate the enemies with an encounter card. And it says activate all strength enemies, otherwise activate up to 2 enemies. We do have a strength enemy in the serpent, so we will activate the strength enemy. Okay? So, the serpent will... let me see here. 2+ heroes in the victim's area, and then attack them. So I think that's the most wounded. So the most wounded would be Mist. So if there are 2+ heroes in the victim's area, attack them with Spit. Okay? So he's going to attack with Spit, which means that he gets 2 red. We will leave the blue up here for now, but he gets 2 red plus 1 hit. Okay? And he scores 1 extra hit. Okay. Because he rolled that plus blind. Okay. So, we grab one of these. Okay. And so she gets blinded. And the blind is page 41. Blind, the hero must attempt to save before any activity. If it succeeds, the activity can be performed normally. Otherwise, it fails, wasting an activity and any item. So if we try to do something, then that doesn't work. Okay, so I have 2 hits coming my way. Okay, so I get to roll 1 blue die. Okay, and I save it. Okay, so basically my magic shield, okay, goes away, and then I save the hit. So basically I'm going to leave the armor where it is, okay, because I mean the armor is there. It's what it is. Okay, so that's that one, and now the hobgremlins activate. So we will draw an encounter card for them. It says activate up to 3 enemies. Shuffle the encounter deck with the discard pile, then discard this card. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to I'm going to set this right there for right this second. Let me just take this. Ooh. Okay. And we put the encounter cards back up there. So now I've shuffled the encounter cards. There they are. We're good. All right. Okay. So we activate up to 3 enemies. Okay. So we're going to activate this hobgremlin does not activate because he's stunned. Okay. This hobgremlin will activate. He will attack Artemis. Okay, and because he's at 0, he attacks with Stone Blade. If the enemy's control, then he attacks with Bite. So he's actually going to attack with Bite. So he'll take 1. And he rolled a star, which doesn't do anything. And he also rolled a hit. So that means that Artemis defends with 2 blue dice. Okay. And she defended. Okay. So that's that. Okay. And then, because the serpent already activated, he's done for the turn. Okay. And so that will be that. And then on our next turn, let me see here. I believe these conditions leave. If I remember correctly, it's been a while since I've actually remembered. Let me see here. Yeah. Let me see here. Body damage. Other effects. Power spray finish. Yeah. Okay. If I remember correctly, I don't think those things stay. Hang on just 1 second here. I am just making sure that I'm doing this correctly. Okay, to the final. Matching rank. Discard the health tokens if the condition is removed or at the end of the turn of the afflicted hero. Okay. So this goes away from the hobgremlin. And this goes away from Mist. Okay, and that's that. And then we flip our bookmark tokens back around. Okay. Now, and then her power moves back 1. I forgot to mention in the last part on the night effect. Okay, so when this came in, and I forgot to do the story. Outmatch. We spawn a number of heroes minus enemies. For each area controlled by enemies, all heroes in area suffer KO. So none of the areas are controlled by enemies. Because like this isn't technically control because there's no heroes here. Okay? And these two are equally matched because she counts as 1, he counts as 1. Okay? And he counts as 1 and they're dominating. Okay? So that means that we don't actually spawn any enemies. Okay? So we still have a little bit of time and then we refresh the shield token. Okay. So and I forgot to mention that when that night effect went off, it said rotate all powers by 1. Okay? So in actuality, what should have happened was, because this was at 2 because of Dharma, this should have actually gone to 3. Then it goes back to 2. Okay? So that would have been on 2 instead of 1. So now it's at 1. Okay? Just so you know. Okay, so then on the next one, it will flip. Okay, and I should have done the same thing with Tristan's banner, but it doesn't matter now because I didn't use it, and now it's refreshed. So now if I want to place the banner, I can. But I probably won't, just because, honestly, I don't need to. We're dominating anyway. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Now, if I remember correctly, in domination, in being dominated, I believe I get +1... I believe I get +1 hits. Yeah. See here. Bonus. Let me see here. See section 10.1, page 37. Okay. Yeah, it inflicts +1 hits. Okay, I haven't been doing that, so my bad. I'm sorry. I will do that better this time. Okay, so Tristan now will activate the fighter. Okay, the fighter gets +1 hits. Okay, and X is soul rank -2, which means that he gets 1 blue. Okay. Actually gets 2 hits because we're dominating. Okay, and he rolled a gremlin, so he gets 2 hits. This is a slashing attack, so he will not get the bonus, but he still gets to roll his defense. Okay, so he actually blocked both of them because, yeah. Okay. Oh, actually, no. See, he still takes 1 hit. So he still defends 1 hit, but he still takes 1 hit because this guy's Rotarius. So his attacks inflicts -1 act. So he basically negates this defense that he has. So because I get 1 hit for his attack, and then I get another hit for the domination bonus, then he takes 2 hits, 1 defended, and that's it. Okay. So now, alrighty. So now we will go ahead and attack with Tristan's spear there. Okay. So his spear is 2 and 2. Okay. That's a really good one there. Perfect. Okay. So that's 3 hits plus 1 because of his because of that. Okay. Actually, it's 5 hits because if used at range 1, he gets plus 1 hit. So that means we get 1 for the domination bonus, 1 for that bonus, plus 3 hits there. So that's 5 hits coming in, okay? And we have a lightning bolt, which means... Oh, and I forgot to give that guy an extra wound because of the bleed. Okay, yeah, because he took a bleed, and then that goes away. So he's actually at 4 damage. He's got 6. So he's probably going to die on this one because even if it is a pierce... So that's -1, okay? Because his pierce defense, okay, is -1, okay? So he's got 4 hits coming his way. He does defend 1 hit, but he still has 3 hits coming in, and he only has 2 hits left. So that means that he dies, okay? So he's gone. So we will pull him off the board. We get plus 1 soul gem. And we get a loot token. So we just reach over here, we draw 1, and we get 15 crowns. Okay? Oh, and I forgot to mention that we actually put we actually are supposed to put the coins that we kill these guys with. We're supposed to put the coins right here next to the event deck. That will become important a little later, okay? So don't let me forget that, folks. I'm just joking. I'm filming this. By the time you say that, I'll be like, it doesn't really matter to me now, does it? Because we're already done. Okay. So now this hobgremlin goes over here. Okay. And that means that this hobgremlin will go there. The enemy power card will go right there. So we're just discarding those guys for right now. Okay. And so we will throw those out of the way. Okay. So now what we're going to do is, we're going to move Artemis one space. Whoops, sorry, missed. Didn't mean to knock you over there. Okay. And we're going to move Dharma one space. Okay. So we get them into that spot. Okay. And Dharma will attack first, so he gets 2 red, 1 blue. And he deals, holy moly, 3 damage. Woo! And he activates... Nope, he doesn't, because we only rolled 1. Okay. So he will inflict bleed 1 on the serpent. Because, well, it's bleed 1, but it's... So he inflicts 3 hits, because we're equal, because the serpent counts as 2. Okay, and we have 2 people there right now. Okay, so we have 2 people there. Okay, so we have 3 hits, so there's no extra hits. It's just 3 hits. Okay, now he gets to defend 2 blue. Okay, and if he rolls a lightning bolt, he gets +1 defense. Doesn't matter. He defeated 2 of them, so he takes 1 damage. Okay. So we weren't able to activate Onfall, which is fine. So now Artemis is going to attack him. Okay. Let me see here. And she deals 2 damage. I could re-roll, but I'm not going to. Okay, so she deals 2 damage to him. Okay, and he will now roll his defense, and he defends it. Okay. So now, Mist will move 1. Okay, and she will attack. And now she controls the area. Okay. Let me see here. Target enemy perform an attack against another enemy in its area. Okay, that doesn't do anything for me. Okay. So we control the area, but we don't dominate it. Okay. So she's going to attack with her knife. Okay. Doesn't do anything. Okay. And so that ends that turn, and then Jean will attack with 1 red, 3 blue on the hobgremlin. He has 3 HP left. Okay. And 2 hits, it deals 1 damage, so he's got 2 HP left, and that's that. Okay. And we draw an encounter card. Activate all blue enemies. We don't have any blue enemies on the field right now. It says otherwise, all engaged enemies perform an attack with their main weapons. Okay. So that means that we will start with the serpent. So the serpent is going to go after the most wounded, which of course is Mist. Now, it says, if the victim is blinded or enemies control its area, use constriction. Okay? So here's what constriction does. It says, the victim suffers stun, and then, unless save, suffers 3 HP. okay, which is going to take her pretty close to death if we don't do something. So she suffers stun. So we do that because that's stun. And now we have to save. Her save is a star, if I remember correctly. Yep, her save is a star. So let's hope we can actually roll this, otherwise she's going to take a lot of damage. Oh no, that sucked. Yeah, we missed. Okay. Well, she takes 3 HP, so now she's up to 6. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one of these 5s, and we're going to static it right there, and then we're going to take away the 2. And now we have a 6 on there. Okay? And unfortunately, she doesn't really have anything, so I think I'm probably going to have somebody, like, throw her a healing potion in the next round. The Hobgremlin will attack. And because he's there, he's going to attack with his stone blade. Okay? So, gets 3 blue. Gets 1 hit and 3 blue. Okay? So, those don't matter. So he deals 2 hits, because he gets 1 hit plus 3 with the blue. Okay? And then he does have the 1, so he will inflict bleed 1 on Jean. Okay? Now, Jean is going to try to save. She gets 2 blue, and then she also has 1 defense, so, I mean, honestly, yeah, she defended anyway, so it really doesn't make a difference. Okay. So, oh, I forgot to mention this. Actually, this is going to be, hang on. Let's take away that, and let's put that down. I forgot. She has a magic shield, which would have absorbed 1 of those damages. Okay? And I believe with that constriction, I don't know that her armor actually does. I'll take a look at that, and if it does, then I'll move him down. Then I'll move her down to 4, but otherwise she's at 5. But we're still going to heal her next turn anyway, so it's not like it's that big of a deal. Okay. So that's that. Now we go to the event phase. Okay. So, I forgot to pull out all of the nests and all of that stuff, so I'm not even going to worry about that. It just says to spawn some venom nests, and we all know that those things are pretty nasty, and so I'm not going to worry about that right this minute. So, yeah, because what you're supposed to do is you roll 2 dice, and like you see that it shows 2 shields. So technically the nests would spawn up here, okay? But, like I said, I don't have the nests out here, and I'm not going to try to rifle through a whole bunch of stuff and go for it. So, we're just going to go back, and we're going to take a look at that. Now, with the bleed effect, I think it's before performing each of his activities. In each time phase, discard any bleed 1 tokens. Okay. So, So the serpent actually would be at 2 HP because he suffered 1. That bleed token goes away. Because Jean didn't do anything, the bleed token goes away. Okay. And so now Artemis's power refreshes. And let me see here. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. All right. We are going to move the fighter into this area. And then we will also move Tristan 1. The fighter will activate. And he has... He gets 1 of these. He's got 2 of these because we now dominate. So he's got 3 HP, and we can inflict slow. So we're going to inflict slow, which means that the serpent can only do 1 activity. Okay. So that's 3 coming his way. He gets 2 blue to defend. He defends 1. He does have a lightning bolt, so actually he'll defend 2. So he takes 1 damage. So now he takes 1 damage. Okay. So that's that. And we will take the fighter away. Now. Wow. That was kind of a cruddy hit. But, let me see here. If I roll sword and sorcery symbol on combat, does that do anything special? No, it doesn't. Okay. So even if you have to have the sword and sorcery symbol to be able to do it. So it doesn't count as like a normal hit or anything. It doesn't count like as a hit. It's only for special effects. So like if I rolled that for like say the scimitar, then I'd be able to do that particular thing, which is basically, it's the same thing as Dharma's onfall. Okay. So one hit, and he doesn't defend. Oh wait, forgot it was 2. Oh, he does defend. Okay, never mind then. All right, so that was that. Oh wait, no, he did 2 hits. So in actuality, he does take 1 damage. Okay, so yeah, sorry about that. He does take 1 damage. Okay. Oh, and I forgot to. Oh wait, no, I don't think it matters. Not gonna worry about it. Okay. Okay. Now, let's do. Let me see here. Let me do. All right, we'll do Artemis next. Okay. So we will activate Dharma, and Dharma will do 2 and 1, and he got 2 hits plus 1 because of that, and it triggers his onfall, which means that, see if he tries to, okay, so he blocks both because that gives him +1 defense. Okay. So that means that he blocked both hits, but that triggers his onfall, which means that Artemis will attack with her weapon, +1 attack. Okay, I'm not going to re-roll because I don't need to re-roll, but she did 3 hits. So now he's going to roll. He defends all except 1, so he takes 1 damage, so he's up to 5. And I'm going to move those just off the way. So now he's at 5 HP. And now Artemis will hit again because she gets 2. That's 4 hits. Okay. And he defends 1, so that's 3 hits. So he's at 8 HP. Okay? 8 HP down. Now, Mist, that's Artemis's turn. Mist will attack. Oh, wait, no, she's stunned. Okay, so she. Oh, wait, no, that goes away. Never mind. That went away. Sorry. I'm derp. In actuality, before I end Artemis's turn, she is going to use her normal activity to spend a healing potion, okay? And that healing potion on Mist to bring her back to 1 damage. Okay. And so now she will attack with her knife, which is 2. She doesn't hit. Okay. And now, Jean. Jean will hit with 1 and 3. He's only got 2 left, so let's hope she can actually kill him. Oh, yeah, she does. So, yeah, because this was a shield, by the way. So she hit for 2. He's got 1 damage. Doesn't kill him, but he is now at 5 HP. Oh, I'm sorry, not 3 HP. 5 HP. Okay. Okay, so that's that. And now we will activate the enemies. Activate all magical enemies. We don't have one. It says otherwise, all heroes must shift 1 used power back act things. So that means that like Artemis used her power, so that goes back to there. Okay, so that means that nobody activates. And we go back up to the event phase, which means that now we go to story event 2. Okay. The sound of a horn heralds the entrance into the arena of new opponents, led by Black Dwarf clerics, creatures with dark blue skin, darker souls, and blasphemous hearts. To make the show even more cruel, long, sharp blades protrude from the arena center and start a slow but lethal rotary motion, as if they were blades of some grisly mill. Okay, so we spawn the double... Move his power down 1. We spawn this Black Dwarf, okay, which we'll put over here. That guy will get shuffled into the enemy deck. So what we will do is we will just take this and... Oh, come on now. Stop it. Okay. We'll just shuffle it a couple times. But that's the blue Black Dwarf. There's his card, so you can kind of see what he is. And this guy is the one with his fist and hammer up. Okay, now, it doesn't say where he spawns, does it? I think if it just says spawn, I think we just roll a blue die and we spawn him to whichever one it rolls. So, we roll the lightning bolt, he spawns to the lightning bolt. Spawn game. Make sense? Cool. Okay. Then, okay, so we shuffled that in. Place a Fire 2 token over locations B and C. So, we take a Fire 2 token and we spawn it over locations B and C, which is 1 here and 1 here. Okay. Probably coming up on the end here. It says place 1 deadly hindrance overlay over location A. All characters in location A suffer 1 HP. From now on until the quest ends, in each time phase, roll 2 red dice and move the deadly hindrance token to the next adjacent area in clockwise order, always avoiding the central area of the 1A map tile for each hit rolled. Place another deadly hindrance tile over the event deck to reminder of this effect. So, we take... let me grab... Come on. Okay, I have a deadly hindrance token here. Or a deadly thing. And this one goes here. Okay? And then all that does is that just reminds us, okay, that should a character, any character, that means hero or enemy, step into this area, they take 1 HP. Okay? The central area doesn't happen, but it moves area to area, okay? Like that, in a clockwise motion, okay? So, like, if I roll 2 hits, and this guy happens to move into here, because this thing is here, he will take 1 HP. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Okay. So now, we go back up to the time phase. That moves Artemis's power. We refresh all of our bookmarks. Okay. And then we give her her token back, and that, I think, will probably be just about good for what we are doing, folks. Okay. Because that, I believe, is everything that we need to do for that. Yeah, it says, if the total number of tokens near the event deck is at least twice the number of heroes, go to 3.11. Okay, so unfortunately it's not. So, yeah, we don't get that, which sucks. But, yeah, we haven't been able to kill these guys. Okay. Alrighty. Well, I think we'll go ahead and call this an episode. We've made some really good progress on this episode. As you can see, we have some fire spilling out of these braziers here. We have now a deadly blade that is spinning, kind of like in Skyrim. If you go into some Dwemer ruins and you see those blades that are spinning all around, okay, when you're like walking up those ramps and stuff, okay, we have a deadly blade. A black dwarf, okay, spawned into our area, spawned into this spawn point, and we're slowly but surely attempting to kill our friend the serpent and our other friend the hobgremlin, and we will probably try to move our characters more to the outskirts just so we can avoid this little blade. Okay? So, smash that like button, hit subscribe, drop a comment below, let me know what you think of this series so far. I know I probably missed a few rules in there, so don't worry about it. I mean, it's all in good fun. You know, we're trying to just have fun playing this thing. Sometimes we're going to miss some of the various things that happens. I forgot to remove the token from him. So yeah, what awaits our heroes next? After we get done killing these enemies, we also have a couple more enemies over in our over in our enemy deck, and we have another enemy waiting in the wings for us when we get to the next story event. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. So keep it locked here at Russ Plays Games and Russ's Movie Corner for all your entertainment needs. And as we say, we will see you on the next one.